Namaskaram friends. So in this discussion I am going to talk about 5 important issues which are making news recently, and these issues are varying in different area. So today's topic of discussion is, first one is MG Narega, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, and second one is I am going to talk about microcredit or microfinance institutions. Third one is I am going to talk about fiscal profligacy. In fourth topic I am going to talk about carbon sinks, and in fifth one I am going to talk about matters that can be dealt by the Lok Adalat. Okay, so these are 5 very important topics which I am going to talk about in this discussion. So first of all, let's going to talk about MG Narega. The scheme was introduced as a social measure that guarantees the right to work. Okay, so remember, MG Narega scheme was introduced as a social measure and it guaranteed the right to work. The key tenet of this social measure and labor law is that the local government will have to legally provide at least 100 days of wage employment in rural area to enhance their quality of life. Okay, so the tenant as well as this labor law as the tenant of the social measure have said that local government legally provide at least 100 days of wage employment in rural area to enhance their quality of life. Third one is proactively ensuring social inclusion by strengthening the livelihood base of a rural poor. We know that if livelihood base of rural poor is increases, that means social inclusion happen. So this act proactively ensure the social inclusion provision. Creation of durable asset in rural areas such as well, ponds, roads and canals are built under this scheme. To avail that scheme, people must be a citizen of India. Next one is job seeker has completed 18 years of age at the time of application. If any person apply in this MG Narega scheme, then the minimum age is 18 years. The application must be part of a local household. That means the application must be made with the local gram panchayat, and people who are doing work under in MG Narega must be a local house person, is a part of a local household. Next one is applicant must volunteer for unskilled labor. That means if you have to volunteer for these types of labor, because this labor is a unskilled one. So people who have no education background, they can, you can say, enroll themselves into MG Narega scheme. The Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India, is monitoring the entire implementation of this scheme in association with the state government. So remember the name of the Ministry of Rural Development, monitoring the entire implementation with the help of the state agency, state government. Right to get unemployment allowance in case unemployment is not provided within 15 days of submitting the application of form, the date when work is sought. Let's say for example, if any person make an application and sought work in the MG Narega, so if that person is not, if the gram panchayat or a local state government not provided work to that person in the 15 days, then under the MG Narega they have to provide the unemployment allowance to that person. Next one is social audit of MG Narega work is mandatory, which leads to accountability and transparency. When social audit happen, that audit led to the accountability and transparency of the MG Narega work as well as the work of the officials in this regard. The Gram Panchayat is the principal forum for wage seekers to raise their voices and make demands. Okay, demands. So Gram Panchayat act as a principal forum for the person who seek job to raise their voices as well as make demands. It is the Gram Sabha and the Gram Panchayat which approve the self of work under MG Narega and fix their priority. Okay, so it is the you can say it is the responsibility, or it is in the hand of the Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat that they approve a self of work. That means pond is built or canal is built or well is built under the MG Narega and fix the priority of any of the structure or any of the infrastructure built under the MG Narega. So I hope you understand the important point related to MG Narega, and remember important keywords: Ministry of Rural Development, person must attain the age of 18 years. Gram Panchayat and Gram Sabha play a important role in terms of allocating the work and prioritize it, as well as if person not get employment under this scheme, then then after the date of application, next day, 15 day after the date of application, if they not, you can say, get the employment, then unemployment wages must be provided to that person, and it guarantee the right to work. And as well as next one is 100 days of wage employment must ensured under the MG Narega. Okay, so I hope you understand the important concept related to Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, MG Narega. Now we are going to solve one question based on it. Consider the following statement regarding MG Narega. First one is, the scheme guarantee the right to work. Yes, this is true. One must be citizen of India to seek MG Narega benefit. Yes, this one is also true. The Gram Sabha is the principal forum for wage seeker to raise their voices and make demands. Yes, statement 3 is also correct. At the time of application, the job seeker must have completed 21 years of age. No, 18 years of age. The statement 4 is wrong. So statement 1, statement 2, statement 3, all 3 are correct, and fourth one is wrong. Just check which option is correct. 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 4, 2, 3 and 4. So we know that state option B is correct. 1, 2 and 3. Now we are moving on to the second question called microcredit or microfinance. Microfinance is a form of financial service. Okay, it is a form of financial service which provide small loans and other financial services to poor and low income household. Okay, so through microfinance we provide financial services in form of the small loans and other financial services to poor and low income household. Okay, so with the help of it we provide financial services to the poor and low income households. Microcredit is delivered through a variety of institutional channels. There are variety of institutional channels with the help of them we provide or deliver microcredit services. These are, first one is Scheduled Commercial Bank, SCBs, and in this SCBs include Small Financial Bank, SFB, and Regional Rural Bank, RRB, lending both directly as well as through business correspondence and self-help group. So under the Scheduled Commercial Bank, which form the SFB, Small Finance Bank, as well as Rural Bank, they lend money directly as well as with the help of the business correspondent and self-help group. Okay, second one is Cooperative Bank. Third one is non-banking financial companies, NBFCs. Fourth one is microfinance institution like MFIs. Microfinance institution, that means MFIs registered as NFBCs, NFFCs, non-banking financial companies, as well as in other form. So there are many institutional mechanisms. Important one are Scheduled Commercial Bank, Cooperative Banks, NFCs, and microfinance institution. And we know that in Scheduled Commercial Bank, RRB, SFB are also included, and we provide finance in this you can say in this part, both directly as well as indirectly with the help of business correspondent as well as self-help group. Okay, so now we are going to solve one question based on the microfinance. Question is, in India, microcredit is delivered through which of the following channel? First one is microfinance institution registered as NBFCs. Yes. Non-banking financial companies. Yes. Scheduled Commercial Bank including Small Finance Bank. Yes. Cooperative banks. Yes. That means all the statements 1, 2, 3, 4 are correct. So let's check which option is correct. 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So option D is correct. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we are moving to fiscal profligacy. What is fiscal profligacy? Basically, fiscal profligacy is the opposite of fiscal prudence. We know that in fiscal prudence you can say spend our money in a prudent manner, so that we done most of the task in a efficient manner. And fiscal profligacy is the opposite of the fiscal prudence. It is the act of spending money or using something in a way that wastes it, and it is not a wise. Okay, in fiscal profligacy we spend money or using something in a way that wastes that resource and is not a wise. The cost of fiscal profligacy at a state level can be huge. Okay, because most of the state not uses money in a not spend money in a prudent manner, and that's why for a state, in terms of a state, fiscal profligacy is a high or a very huge. A very simple topic. Now we are going to solve one question on it, or you can say definition of fiscal profligacy. Which of the following statement best describe the term fiscal profligacy? Statement 1 is removing fiscal barrier and discrepancy between the tax system of the various countries? No. Income tax exemption for new industry? No. The act of spending money in a way that is not wise? Yes. Fourth one is official estimate of cost or revenue for proceed legislation? No. That means statement C is correct. Okay. Now we are moving on to the fourth question. Fourth topic, carbon sink. See, carbon sink are natural system that suck up and store carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So carbon sink is a natural system. It suck up and store carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. When we know that in our atmosphere large amount of carbon dioxides are present. So carbon sinks, anyone which is carbon sinking, any region which carbon sinks, that means a natural system that suck up and store the carbon dioxide, like our land, our oceans, mangroves, all are carbon sinks because naturally they suck up and store the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. The earth, land and ocean absorb about half of the carbon dioxide emission from human activity. Okay, through human activity many carbon dioxide are produced. So lands as well as ocean, you can say, absorb or suck up 50% of the carbon dioxide produced by the human being or human activities. Mangroves, seagrass bed and salt marshes. We know that mangrove in coastal regions, seagrass beds under the sea, salt marshes near the coastal area. These three stores at least 10 times more carbon dioxide than continental forest. Okay, so these three, if we compare about mangroves, salt beds, seagrasses beds and continental forest, so continental forest, you can say, absorb less carbon than the mangrove, seagrass beds as well as salt marshes. So seagrass at least 10 times more carbon than continental forest. So we have to improve, to tackle with the climate change, we have to increase the area of mangroves, seagrass beds as well as salt marshes, or you can say protect that area, not destroy it. If not increases, then protect in whichever manner they are. Sedimentary rocks in the earth crust contain loads of carbon compound. We know that in earth crust sedimentary rocks are present, and these rocks contain loads of carbon compounds, including the hydrocarbon we use as a fossil fuels like coal, natural gas, CNG, that leads to excess carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Okay, sedimentary rock, you can say, contain loads of carbon dioxide, and when we use these fossil fuels or hydrocarbon from this sedimentary rock, it produces carbon in the atmosphere. A forest is considered a carbon sink if it absorbs more carbon than it releases. A very simple definition: we declare or we called any forest a carbon sink if it sink more carbon dioxide than its release. But worryingly, the Amazon forest, which is the largest forest where variety of life form are found, is now releasing instead of absorbing carbon dioxide. Earlier Amazon forest absorbed carbon dioxide, but now it is releasing and less absorbing. So it is a very worrying situation for the humankind. So I hope you understand the idea or concept of carbon sink. Now we are going to solve one question based on the carbon sink. First one is, carbon sink are natural system that suck up and store carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Yes, statement 1 is correct. A forest is considered a carbon sink if it absorbs more carbon than it releases. Yes. The earth, land and ocean absorb about half of the carbon dioxide emission from the human activity. Yes. Continental forest store at least 10 times more carbon than mangrove, seagrasses and salt marshes. No, reverse is true. Okay, reverse is true. That means mangrove, seagrasses and salt marshes store 10 times more carbon dioxide than the continental forest. That means statement 1, statement 2, statement 3 is correct, statement 4 is wrong. Just check which option is correct. Option A is 1 and 2, option B is 1, 2 and 4, option C is 1, 3 and 4, and option D is 1, 2 and 3. So option D is correct, 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Now we are moving on to the fifth topic called matters that can be dealt by the Lok Adalat. So there are many matters which can be dealt by the Lok Adalat. Some of them are like matrimonial or family dispute. Okay, if matrimonial dispute, if a dispute in marriage occur or dispute in family occur, Lok Adalat can solve the dispute. Criminal compoundable offenses or cases, criminal cases like which are compoundable in nature, that means parties are agreed to compromise in during the hearing of the cases. Okay, so criminal cases like compoundable offenses are also dealt by the Lok Adalat. Land acquisition cases, if there is a dispute going on in the land acquisition case, it is also sorted out by the Lok Adalat. Labor dispute in companies, in labor union, if dispute occur between the labor, it also be sorted out by the, you can say, Lok Adalat. Workmen's compensation case, if people or person is working on any company, on any firm, and it is not, you can say, get compensation of their work, then that dispute is also solved by the Lok Adalat. Bank recovery cases, okay, pension cases, in case of recovery from bank, if these types of cases, if let's say people take loan from the bank and not deposit it, so recovery cases is going on against that person, so that dispute is also solved by using the Lok Adalat mechanism. And pension cases, okay, if you are not getting pension and if you are eligible, so these types of cases is also solved by the Lok Adalat. So remember, important cases like family, matrimonial family dispute, criminal cases like compoundable offences, land acquisition, labor dispute, workman compensation, bank recovery, pension cases. So two related to economy, bank recovery and pension cases are also two related to the labor, like labor dispute and workman compensation, and one is related to family, one is related to criminal, and one is related to land acquisition. There are many also, but these are the important ones. So now we are going to solve one question based on it. The matter that can be dealt by Lok Adalat are, first one is labor dispute. Yes, labor dispute is solved by it. All criminal cases, no, not all criminal cases which are compoundable in nature. So second one is wrong. Land acquisition cases, yes. Matrimonial dispute, yes. Pension cases, yes. So statement 1 is correct, 2 is wrong, 3 is correct, 4 is correct, 5 is correct. That means except 2, all the statements are correct. So just check which option is correct. A is 1, 2, 3 and 4. B is 1, 2, 4 and 5. C is 1, 3, 4 and 5. D is 2, 3, 4 and 5. So option C is correct. Okay, 1, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, 2 is not correct because not all criminal cases are solved, you can say, compromised by the Lok Adalat. So I hope you understand the important issues of today's discussion. These are, first one is related to MG Narega, and remember, important point related to MG Narega: must be a citizen of India, require a minimum age is 18 years, Gram Panchayat, Gram Sabha play an important role. 15, if after 15 days not got job, then it is, you can say, unemployment wages is provided to that person, as well as it is 100 days of legal work is provided by the Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat or authority which are working under the MG Narega, as well as it guarantee the right to work. Okay. Second one is microfinance, microcredit or microfinance, providing finance to the poor people and low income household, and these are including an mechanism or institution are scheduled commercial bank, cooperative banks, non-banking financial companies, as well as MFI, microfinance institution. Third one is fiscal profligacy, which is opposite to the fiscal prudence, and in which we you can say use money and resources which waste it and not a wise. Fourth one is about carbon sink, that means like mangroves, salt beds, seagrass beds are sink 10 times more carbon than a continental forest, and carbon sink means a natural system that suck up and store carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. These are important. I am just summarizing the important point related to these topics. And we know that in earth crust sedimentary rock are present, which is the which contain loads of carbon, and by like hydrocarbon also, and by in the form of fossil fuels, when we use it we release carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And fifth one is Lok Adalat cases deal by the Lok Adalat, like labor dispute, land acquisition dispute, criminal compoundable cases dispute, matrimonial family dispute, pension, bank recovery dispute, all are come under the cases which are dealt by the, or which are put forward in front of the Lok Adalat. So I hope you understand the whole idea of all these 5 topics, and you gain something from it, enjoy something, and gain a beautiful perspective and important perspective related to all these topics. So I hope you love it, you enjoy it, and gain some perspective out of it. So namaskaram, thank you.